Labour is planning to commit to government overreach when it comes to certain pornographic sites online. So I'm basically going to explain, the problems with that, and why ultimately it's not actually a solution to the problem. So one of the porn that they are basically saying they want to ban is they want to ban like say abuse type pornographic platforms. So they think that banning that platforms like that would actually do something to protect women and girls or whatever. But the thing is that people are going to commit to, or disturbed people or immoral people are going to commit to abuse, sexual abuse and things like that, regardless of whether these sites exist or not. If you want to actually solve problems like that, you do have to make sure that society and people in society are as happy as possible. Misery creates pain. In that pain, it counts as a negative influence, and it influences people's ability to follow morals. So they would have to do things like improve people's material conditions, make sure that instead of just serving rich people, that they serve the average citizen. So that would make people happier and less likely to commit to crimes and commit to abuse, right? I think that it's like what I say when it comes to one of the things that creates child abuse is financial depression. So when you have a family that's struggling to make ends meet, they might be struggling to get a job, they might not be academically gifted, they might not be ambitious, they might have only one partner that's working. If they are then struggling to the point where they are miserable, they're depressed, the more likely it is that they're going to become abusive. So that's why improving people's material conditions, giving people better wages, better workers' rights, giving them cheaper or free healthcare is ultimately going to make people happier and less likely to commit to all sorts of crimes and abuse. So ultimately, they should be protecting people's psychology as well. Like, for instance, they need to do things like either in schools doing things like emotional control or resiliency training for students. So they need to improve the psychology of children in schools, and also they need to encourage more mental health awareness, or what I call psychological literacy within parents. And they got to find some way of educating the parents on how to support their children and help their children and teach their children. So they need to do it in a I call it a two-pronged attack, where they're attacking it in the schools and trying to inspire better psychological awareness within parents and stuff like that. So ultimately, banning these sites, it's government then basically policing the internet, and where does it stop then? And it might make way for a further overreaching, oppressive government to actually go even further. And ultimately, it's not going to work when it comes to actually preventing abuse. You want to, it's better to resort to education rather than resort to control and government overreach and stuff like that, and policing people's lives. So instead, they want to focus on education and also support. Education leads to better support. So yeah, I think that's going to be part one. or that's going to be the end of the video, whether I can think of something else to cover. That's the video so far. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe. Hype the video. Most importantly, like and subscribe. Yeah, I want to end it there. I'm stumped and I can't think of what else to talk about. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it.